Hello! Wow, that's 2 videos in 1 week? What is this? Well, welcome back everybody to another episode of Franchise Spotlight. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about The Spy Who Loved Me, which came out in 1977, again, starring Roger Moore. This one was directed by Lewis Gilbert, which also directed, in my opinion, the absolute worst Bond film. You Only Live Twice, the horrible Sean Connery one that fucking everyone hated. By everyone, I mean me. Because I'm everyone. But on a more serious note, The Spy Who Loved Me does a really good job of staying topical to the time, because it does deal with the villain hijacking Russian submarines and US submarines and trying to get them to launch their nuclear warheads at each other, and it's up to Bond to stop them. And that is exactly what he does. Obviously in 1977, the Cold War was going on. The US and Russian relations weren't that good. So that's one thing I really do love about the whole Bond franchise is that it stays very topical to what's going on at the time. And of course, this movie introduces one of the coolest villains ever, and that is Jaws. No, not that Jaws, that's Bruce. This Jaws. Yeah, no, he's just a badass villain. I think he pops up again in Moonraker, but I'm not 100% sure. Obviously, we'll see it when we get there, but I know that he is in at least 1, maybe 2 more, but I'm not sure. But what I really do like about this film, and a lot of other films that do this, is Bond gets his ass beat. You know, he does take a beating. I love in movies when the protagonist does take a beating. They kind of get beaten down, and because it's kind of boring just whenever the protagonist wins every single battle and it doesn't really feel like there's stakes. And with Jaws being such a good villain, he really gives Bond a run for his money, because they have several encounters throughout the movie, and more often than not it's Jaws who comes away with the victory. Also, Roger Moore is really becoming a badass as Bond. He just kind of like throws someone off a roof and kills them once he gets the information, and you know, that's pretty badass if you ask me. Like, James Bond throwing people off roofs, sign me up. Please, I want more of that. But ultimately, The Spy Who Loved Me is definitely a big step in the right direction. It's a lot of fun. I'm very excited to start watching these Bond films again and, you know, really get into the rhythm of Franchise Spotlight, because the new one, No Time to Die, is coming out soon. And you can bet your ass all of these will be done before then. And I'm really looking forward to that movie, and looking forward to the rest of the Bond franchise. It's going to be a lot of fun watching all these movies and reviewing them, and, you know, now that the holiday season's over, it's going to be a blast. I'm going to go ahead and rate The Spy Who Loved Me 3.5 stars. Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you next time.